Big Country.
What's good, people?
For your viewing pleasure, we have a special treat. He out here wiggling in these universes.
What's good, man? Wiggling in the universe.
Told y'all he back.
BL Wiggler, a.k.a. the Melon Ninja Mutant. Let's go.
Okay. Before we get started, I'd like you all to take your time. If you are watching this on Facebook, don't forget that Facebook, unfortunately, will be closing down their podcast department. That's what Facebook told us. I ain't said, I ain't make it happen. That's what they did. That's them. This is also simultaneously streaming to your YouTube platform. That's something, the number 4, DA, people, and we got podcasts on the bin because
Yeah.
Then type in podcast, will come up. You'll be in the game. So if we can get you to stop, jump over that way.
Like, subscribe, share. Make sure you check it out because we want to make sure you're informed as soon as we're informed.
Yeah. It's what's something for the people without the people.
Yeah.
I think they even got a clip function where if you see something that's, good that we're talking about, you can clip it. Short, clip it and share it to your Facebook or share it to your Instagram or share it.
Oh, that definitely worked.
Yeah.
Love is free. I mean, on
Facts.
platforms.
Moving on up, went to YouTube,
You
everything.
know what I'm saying? Outside of that, how's everybody day going?
My day good. I can't complain. Just be over here working, trying to handle businesses, do stuff. I'm glad that I'm off right now, but, gotta love making this money.
You gotta love this money.
Like Kodak Black say, working a rabbit and feeding my little cheer.
Hey, bro.
Hey, that song go hard.
I was listening to this. I was like, why is this song hitting so hard? Being a dad, I'm like, yo.
That's true.
I'm like, this song.
No, it's not safe for
This
you.
place working with rap,
He
with
slips
rapping
like
working.
a-
And you got my whole life. I'm just having being a daddy, bro. That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's what it's going
it.
down to.
My whole face.
Hey, it be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
No, all you want to do is just chill out, make your money, do what you got to do, going back to the house.
Go to the house, chill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No stops on the way there.
And apparently,
at home.
the wiggle man told me that God of War on the way out. That's So if you got a PlayStation 5 and you want to just give it to me, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Yeah, what it is. I know it's a partial recession, so they say. So
Man, my PS4 may be going out, so I may mess around, go and get me one.
Drop, bro.
Hey,
Man.
man.
Drop. All right, I think we gave him enough chit chat. That should gave you enough time. If you are going to YouTube, which I hope you do, you should have had ample time to do that. Let's jump into it. Can you overlove your partner? Is there a limit? Is there
Yes,
point?
yes. I'm gonna just say it like this. Yes, there is a limit. There shouldn't be a limit to amount of love you can give, but everybody can't handle all your love at once because at some point in time, it becomes A, is going to either become annoying, B, that person not going to be able to receive it the way you're trying to give it,
Yeah.
or C, the way that they're giving their love is going to get old. That's like, for example, if you know for a fact that you've been over here eating your favorite food for the last 3-4 months, you love your favorite food, but after so long, it's going to get a little, bruh, I had this food all day.
Tired of it.
I want something else. Like, you're giving me too much.
Yeah.
So I'm like, It gets to a point where you're like, hold up. Okay, baby, I know you love me, but I need my space.
Yeah.
Baby, I know you love me and I love you, but you can't be around me 24/7.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel.
Yeah. I just think I don't know. I think it's fun to love, especially when you in love with somebody. I think that if that person is reciprocating it and y'all are just loving each other, I think it could be a good thing. Can it get stale after a while? Yeah. You might want to, back off a few days. That's why, you go to work, you go to the nail shop, you watch your favorite TV show while I'm over here watching mine, and then we come back together and we show more love to each other. You can inundate somebody with too much love, but if it's reciprocated and it's authentic,
Right.
and both people are enjoying this, I don't know if you can have too much love. So
I don't know. In my world, bro, I'm gonna tell you like that. I'm a firm believer nature shows everybody everything, right?
yeah.
The summer, your hot girl summer wouldn't be hot girl summer if it was always summer. You think people out there in the Sahara Desert talking about, ooh, hot girl summer? They like, no, it's hot. It's just fucking hot.
It's just hot.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't walking in the winter wonderland if it's always cold. You like, no, it's just cold. At a certain point, you get tired of the state you in. It's life. I get tired of this state. So when you're dealing with your partner, your wives, at a certain point, you have to be realistic. Like, no, I'm not finna come in and walk in the door every day and tell you first thing, oh, you're the sun, you're the moon, you're my love. No, no. When I feel like doing it, I'm gonna do it. But I don't want you to feel like it's just standard for every relationship. It's not. It's not how we gonna do it. Why? Because I've lessened the impact. You grow used to it. It's just like them girls who had those smoke alarms beeping in the background. Oh you notice it, I notice it, he noticed it, but they don't because they like, well, I don't know what to do to fix it, so it's been beeping for this long. Leave it alone.
And I've been sitting there so long.
I've been sitting there so long. You know,
I don't even hear the beeping. What beeping?
Man, that beeping gets on my. I snatched my smoke alarm out the thing. I was like, man.
But the whole point of an alarm is to take you out of your comfort zone and put you in an alert state. I feel like in a relationship, you gotta, for the person you with, it's customer service. This person was infatuated with you so much to where they said, I'm to the point where I'm willing to deny all these other customers because they all come with the standard package. She got breasts, butt, brains, all that. I can go find that. It's like cars. I can go find that on every lot in America, across the world. I can go find this car or a car like it. Yeah. But I want that one. So now you finna tell me, unlike a car, you got a real brain. You gonna tell me, no, every day is a good day. I don't ever need my oil changed. I'm that car. No. Yeah. Sometimes you need bro. You didn't put you the one put in here regular unleaded when you know I'm premium.
I guess they mean too much of anything.
Too much
can be bad for you.
Yeah,
but that's actually true. I'm sorry. No matter what, water is good for you. Water is one of the most healthiest things you can drink. But if you drink too much water, it's gonna kill you.
It's poison.
It's just like I love food, as you can tell by my size. You know, fat boy swag. But the fact of the matter, you eat too much, it is going to mess you up. It
That's
can
the
kill
same
you.
thing with love. You get somebody, and the way he put it, not that he put it the way he put it, where you coming in and you just, showering her, oh baby, you the sun, you the moon, you the stars, or oh my God, my day was so tiresome, I wasn't next to you, honey. Oh come here, let me hold you, Yeah, they can kind of get a little tired if you mean over love, but when I think about over love, I think about it like, what if I want to buy you something? I see something that you really like, and I just bought you something. I just took you out.
When it comes to that, it's like, that's different from the fact that, okay, I could show my love better to you than I could tell you. Okay, yes, if I'm telling you all, like I tell my wife I love her every day, because I do love my wife every day. And it's what I tell her, because just in case you ever forget, I love you. But I have to show you my love, because me saying it, okay, you say that all the time. It may get a little stale for you.
But from your perspective, it's like you just bought something, you want to buy something again. The real question would be, well, why when you know I just bought you something, why would you want to buy something else?
Because it's fun, and I'm just thinking about you.
It's
something nice.
That's pure. It's pure.
Yeah.
I I was walking through the store and I saw this diamond necklace, and when I saw it, I saw you.
Yeah.
You was really on my mind. It wasn't no bull. No, you was really there.
Or maybe the frozen cream.
Yeah,
from my
whatever it is, you
those.
really,
Yeah.
you done that. You provided such service in my life to where today we could have went to any little fast food chain, but the first thing came to mind, I'm hungry. Let's go to Chick-fil-A, bro.
X.
Every time I go there, the line quick. You know what I'm saying? They deserve my money. They deserve my time.
Quick for me.
Man, they be moving.
They be moving. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Get it.
you gotta put that in respect. No.
Yeah.
When you do something that's deserving of it, I'm not gonna give it to you for nothing, because the second I just keep giving you something that you don't deserve, that you take it for granted. Like I said, it's the smoke alarm. It's just, oh, there's another showing of my love. Well, nigga, I didn't want the first 3. Okay, let me help you then.
Yeah,
When I feel like you deserve it, I'll give you what you want. But the baseline, I'm still here. The contract still stands. If you ever in need, call me. If you ever hungry, sleepy, tired, whatever, call me. If you ever question whether there's somebody on this earth who actually loves you, that's foolish, because I do. I said that. My word is bond. I do that for you. But now when you want that extra, just like you said, if somebody's reciprocating.
Yeah.
If I feel loved, I'm going to show you love.
Yeah.
And if sometimes, I'm not going to lie, sometimes even when I don't feel love, I'm still going to show love, because I know the intent was there. It's probably just having a bad day. That's different.
Yeah.
But if you're having a bad day every day, or if I'm coming in showing you love and you push, okay.
You start to think it's kind of fake after a while.
Yeah.
Because I play like that sometimes. My girl, I come in and just saying all kind of random shit sometimes.
Well,
She
like,
just be
I like buying flowers and stuff. I like doing like little gestures just to show you how much I love you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to clean up because I'm like, baby, you know what? Just to make sure you ain't got to worry about that. Let me go and take care of that for you. Because that's just a way of me showing acts of service. Like, some people show their love in different ways. Now, if your partner don't understand the way you showing love, honestly, you're going to get to that point where you're like, man, bruh, I'm showing her how much I love her, but she ain't reciprocating it the same because she may not see it the same.
Same thing we were just talking about earlier before the podcast started, how I'll see something there in the house that could be tended to, and I always attend to it. Mm-hmm. People could get spoiled from it after a while.
Oh, yes.
Too.
They
you
can.
know what I'm saying? You keep doing things after a while, they'll start being like, well, I mean, you know, he loves me. He's going to take care of it. So, I mean, he did it all these other times. I might as well just fall back and let him do it then. Yeah, I guess it could be a little bit too much if you continue just being too damn nice. People will start taking advantage of it. Is what I was trying to say.
That's very true.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Monica and Damien. If you leave your what your input you want on the little comment section, I will physically read it aloud, and I'll try to do my best impersonation of your voice. But you know,
because ain't none of us got swag.
Yeah, I ain't got bro, the facial
swag.
hair that I just don't have. I want it. I just ain't got it.
Oh, you know, he got to make sure he mess with the beard and the mic a little
Yeah,
bit.
you got to touch
Like,
it. You got to caress the mic and love the mic for real. You feel me? I don't but
this is the way I was thinking about it right here. Yo.
Yeah, you get the swag on every time. Hey, bro, you know, man. Look, when I'm talking, I'm like, yo.
Smooth shit.
But still, you know, like I said, well, when you type it, don't worry. I'm gonna definitely throw it in there. When you put it there, I'm gonna
make sure we bring it back to you.
Shout out to Damien, man.
Yeah, shout out. What does what you do in your private life have the right to be put on public display, or does someone have the right to put your private life on public display?
And I think when I think about these things, I think about a lot of times we'll talk about, oh, it's our private life. What we do in our private life, that's nobody's business. Right. But then we'll go into other people's private life. Look at Will Smith and Jada. Look at a lot of the things that go on. Look at Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. Like, things that went on in people's private life. And it wasn't like they just ran out and told you everything all the time. It was something like for example, we're podcasters.
Yeah.
We talk about things. Now, somebody can easily just go back and talk to somebody I used to be with or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I heard this about you. Things like that. I hear that come around in a lot of different ways because people are like, oh, well, your private life should be for everybody to see because you're in the public eye now.
Right.
So what about the layman though? What about the regular common citizen? Because I like the way you had contextualized it before we started this conversation. You kind of gave the basis of what that question really means, and it means like, what do you say? Do I have the right to share my personal life?
Yeah, you have the right to put my personal life on public display.
On public display. After you with somebody for so long or whatever, if y'all are on the internet and y'all are interacting that way and you don't mind putting a little bit of your business out like that, that's cool. But I think sometimes people get caught in their feelings. You know, something may have happened in the relationship that you disagree on. Hell, something may happen that was very good, but you know you wanted to keep it within the circle of you and your mate. But you feel excited to put it out as a common person, a layman, a regular citizen. That could sometimes be a problem. But I think the issue with the celebrities is it's profitable for them now. You see what I'm saying? It's the tea. It's the juice. It's the gossip factor of that have you like, yo, I want to see the Kim K. That's probably an old reference. The Kim K. Ray J tape. Yo, I wanna. What? Jay-Z smacked the shit out of Solange, or Solange smacked the shit out of Jay-Z in the elevator? Queen Bey and them having problems. I think a lot of that stuff, it gets profitable for them. And then the problem is the layman, the regular citizen, the commonplace person, think that it's cool for them to now start putting their little inside life drama on the internet because they done got caught up in this love and hip hop culture, all of this reality TV culture. They want to kind of live like them, you know, the drama, the basketball wise, but you know your man fly, so you kind of want to put that shit out there. I think the commonplace citizen done got theyself mixed up, thinking that you getting the same attention that the celebrities getting for putting a piece, because I don't think they putting their full personal.
Yeah.
They're putting a very juicy tea type piece of their life out there, but they getting paid, you know, they get paid with their subscriptions, they get paid with their YouTube, they get paid with their albums, their merchandise. Like Eazy-E said, when they was burning them CDs outside on Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
They burning them CDs. Eazy was like, I don't care. They paid for the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Long as they paying for
Long
it.
as they pay for it, it's cool. The problem is when the commonplace citizen try to do the same thing, and then their mate be like, look, I ain't that open like that. Why you put, I mean, I know it wasn't nothing that much in your eye, but for instance, and I might be messing myself up. I like to mess with my dog. I got a dog at the house. She's a lab mixed with a Jack Terrier. It's my fiance's dog. And I like to play like I'm fighting the dog or whatever. And sometimes I act like I'm hitting her, but it'll be a slight light hit because she likes to bite on me. We like to fight and stuff. But one day, my girl put up a video online on Instagram with my hair swinging, looking like I'm actually beating a dog in a day and time that you better not be beating on freaking animals.
Right.
Animals got it's such as much, if not more, the same as much, if not more rights than man. And so I had to pull up to the side and say, hey, sweetheart, I know we was joking. I be playing and stuff, but Susan don't think that.
Yeah, Susan gonna have a problem.
Becky got a problem with that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Tangi got an issue with that.
Yeah.
So you got to pull that one off the internet. You know, we don't show them that will go on in this house like that.
And,
So
like, one of the reasons I was thinking about it was because mostly anybody that know me know I'll say about anything. I say whatever's on my mind. I ain't never bit my tongue.
Right.
I have no problem with, but I'm like, one of the things I think about is, because even with the podcast, I tell business about my past, all that kind of stuff, but can't nobody tell you I'll say anything about what me and my wife do in certain aspects, because I'm like, that's not for everybody, because I don't know if she would be cool with that part. She says that she's cool with, but out of respect of it, I'm going to be like, nah, there's certain things I am not going to say.
She might not like the fact that you divulge personal past things about yourself, because now she's connected and linked to you. So if somebody else see that, that reflects on
anybody that knows me knows, oh, that nigga's a hoe. And I know he'll say, I'm not a hoe.
Right.
Say he ain't got no filters.
Go ahead. Now widescreen this so they can understand. Widescreen this now. Widescreen.
It's wide. My bad. And we widescreen.
A man cannot be a HOE. It's not possible.
Okay, I was very promiscuous in my past.
Thank you for the
I have
clarification,
no
bro.
issue with saying that, because those are just facts about me.
You were
Anybody
fully
knows.
functional in your nature.
Okay. Okay. If that's what you want to say.
I agree. That's a perfect way
Full
to
function
describe.
of males' nature is what you were participating
Well, okay,
in.
if we
Full
really
function.
want to get technical, I was over functional then. If you want to go that way then.
How can you be overfunctional?
I don't know. But
There's
the
no
thing
such
is
thing, bruh.
is because my wife knows her husband. And she
Alright.
knows I'm going to say basically what's on my mind.
This
But
my-
I
this my
have
question.
to be respectful about certain things.
When Christopher Columbus showed up on this land, and it was people here, did he not discover it?
According to history, he did.
According to history, he did.
His story, yeah.
That's
According to the westward expansion,
Yeah.
conquering is what you do. That's your standard state,
Yeah.
my G.
Yeah.
That's your standard
Thanks.
state. I'm here to claim things. In your youth, it was to claim women. Hey, nah, I've seen that land. It got a nice peninsula. I've seen that one. She a couple of lakes. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say on that. That one right there.
Got an ocean.
She next to the ocean, dog.
Yeah, buddy.
You gotta see the beachfront property on that. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, as a man, to go and explore in your youth and conquer, that's what we do. I
Okay,
can't fault no man or call him out his name because, but if you go to a land that's been conquered over and over and over by various different people, then I'll be like, well, who owns this land?
Yeah, buddy. That's
Ooh,
that
man,
standard.
you know that's gonna cause a lot of controversy.
It is what
that's
it
that
is.
with the men
standard,
and
though.
women.
I'm
That's-
just,
that's
because
standard.
I keep telling people
I'ma
and
have
they don't
I
understand.
have to go and say this for the ladies, because
on it.
what they're going to ask you is, why is it okay for you to do it if we're supposed to be the same?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it okay for you to not be one, but me as
That's
a woman
'cause
to be one?
We're not the same.
We're not the same.
That's because we're not the same.
We're human beings. Yes, we are all human beings.
Right.
But if we take in the filters that the world placed on it,
right.
if I take in the filters that nature itself placed on it, how many male lines do you see leading the pride? One. I'm not trying to say we animals by any measure. I'm not trying to, but I'm just trying to show you there's examples in nature. And there's also examples in nature of where it's one female bird and it's a whole bunch of male birds. But in order for her to get that situation going, she tricks them. I forgot the name of the bird, but I'm going to give y'all a little tidbit. It is a bird to where during the incubation process of the egg, right, a whole bunch of male birds come in and all of them get their piece, right? And so nobody knows whose baby bird this is. So they all, as a collective
Nasty
group,
bird.
build a nest. They get everything set up for her, this lady and that bird baby and all that.
Oh.
And it's real. That's real life. You can go look this up. It's National Geographic. You know I watch it.
Do they got a DNA test to figure out who the
That's the thing. The bird doesn't know. I don't have a DNA test for this. So it could be my egg. It could be his egg. And it's according to the social status of the birds. I don't want to be the father who let my baby, go without. So everybody, we all going to feed this baby now.
Oh
we
my
all,
God.
but with the male line, it's, hey, all these kids, it's all our kids. I ain't hiding nothing from nobody. She came over here, laid down, got piped down. She can't do the same thing. When it's a big enough threat, watch me show up. We all know what's going on.
And the male line also, if there's any younger cub that's lingering from any other male and he won the tribe over, he kills those cubs.
Yeah, easy. I'm not saying that you should go around, but
Kill
like I
the
said, under no
Don't go killing no
circumstance,
other man
I
babies.
repeat, under no circumstance am I trying to take human beings and revert you back to animals.
This is
But I
really-
will say, it's a distinct difference in.
Right.
And that's the
Society
culture.
has set the standards and norms of who we are. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Society has long said that, and we all know that being women, having a lot of folks run through you ain't the same as a man running through a lot of folks.
In its word.
It's just not the same because, see, and it gets graphic. I think I did this on y'all podcast one time before. No, I did it on Bro Sanchez podcast. It gets graphic. You see, the problem is with a woman, so many guys can get inside of you and they could leave something in there. Boom, they climax and they leave that juice inside of you. And depending on how long they thing is, it might be deep up in there, it might be short up in there, but it's just a bunch of that stuff in you. Now imagine going and doing that 4 times a day, 5 times a day, 5 different guys for 7 days a week. You got so many different mixtures of culture, climax, nut, and sweat all up in this barrel right there by your stomach, the second brain, the culturizing all that blood. Ain't no telling what's going on inside of you. But a guy, if he got 7 different women, he goes, hit this one, hit this one, hit this one, hit this one. He can come out clean, clean himself, come out, clean himself, whatever, and leave 5 to 7 lives, generations inside of that woman. 5 to 6 guys get inside of you in one night for 5 nights over, you're at risk of a disease. You're at risk of some type of psychological impediment.
Right.
Because it's way too much of what's outside of your nature going inside of you. You see what I'm saying? Females just aren't built like that. That's not the way that y'all are built. And you have to understand
want to
that.
be built like that. Not saying that men are just dying to go and sleep with every woman
Yeah.
they meet. Because like the
Because believe it or not, I don't know a whole lot of men that's just around here just sleeping with a whole bunch of women, contrary to what
40%. 40. Is it 40%?
It's 40% of
40% of the
men
male,
are sleeping with
100% of the women. So it's
40%. That's still under half.
yeah.
That's drastically
60%
under
of
half.
the guys out here ain't getting that type of play. So
Facts.
the majority of men are just going around doing regular everyday. Hey, how you doing? Let me court you. Let me do.
Right.
Come on now.
And
That's
see,
all
that
I'm
could
saying.
get even nastier. I could even push that along even further.
Well, we can't
That-
we can't go
we
too
ain't
We're
gonna
far
gonna go too
because
nasty. We're gonna go too nasty. But what I'm gonna say is it could
Speak
get
on
to the point to where, now that you see that, now that all these women are out here sleeping with those same men, if that one man got baby by 5 of y'all and he's in a position to take care of y'all, won't y'all all just be his wife?
Be it.
You'd be in polygamous anyway. You all got his baby.
Yeah.
but you know
He's a well-off man.
Y'all all connected.
Y'all all
regardless
connected.
of how you feel
They're
about
all
it.
brothers and sisters.
well,
Y'all
I'll say
connected.
it like this. In American culture, one of the things we're taught we don't want to share.
Right.
Everybody,
not
no
sitting
matter
here trying to
no,
promote it,
let's
but
be
man,
honest.
you're right.
Your race, no matter what race you are, you're taught is mine.
Yeah,
I don't want to
independence.
share.
Yep.
I'm going to fight for mine,
Yep.
or I'm gonna leave it alone. If I can't be that one,
Yep.
that's
I
it.
want to be no one.
That's a
Yeah.
fact, bro.
I respect it.
So-
I'm not like I said. If you somebody and you understand and you can move in that way, then do it. I'm only gonna limit you to what you limit yourself to. If you a guy and you feel like you can take on 6 different women, do that, bruh. But if you just
In
want
my
one,
heyday, yeah.
if you just want one, I'm gonna also champion you too, bruh.
Yeah.
I can't. I wasn't born with a gavel. I ain't gonna judge a soul.
Facts.
Speaking of this situation, it just sometimes it just nature just flow into itself.
Good
you know
little
what I'm saying?
segue.
Unborn Child Support Act. Now, this is something that could be coming to you at some point. This would amend the Social Security Act to give mothers the ability to receive child support payments while they're pregnant. At the day of conception, they can start saying, hey, break me off. it's gonna be quite difficult for women who got 6 and 7 guys.
That's what I was
That's
about to
exactly
say.
where I was going. Everybody about to go same way.
It's
Like,
still
hold
be
up,
quite
hold up.
difficult.
So all 6 of these guys got to pay her.
Now they gonna be in that bird situation. I don't want to be the one that was
building that fucking nest.
It's gonna be millionaire baby mamas unless they. You know what I'm saying?
Look at. I'm just gonna say it like this, and I was saying this last week on the episode. I know you weren't here for it because you had the other obligations.
Go to work.
But no, that's why I said when you have the baby, no matter what, whether you want to, you don't want to, no matter what she feel, y'all take a DNA test right then, right now, no matter what. If you don't do it right now, all your rights go to that baby. You're that baby's father right then. Because what would make it so much easier, you knew for a fact the day that baby came out of the womb, no matter what, there ain't no, oh, well, we don't have to. No, you're going to.
Just do it.
Is there a way that they're going to be able to find out who's the parents by DNA before the baby? Like, can they find out some kind of DNA match
This is how
by
they
the
would.
time
This
the
is how
baby's
they. This
conceived?
is how they do it. So, because like I said, it's still in the creation
In the works,
phase.
yeah.
You would be. They would backdate. So, baby comes out. You do the paternity test. You find out. Oh, you are the father. Then you go back. And
you
now
don't
you got to
get the
pay
child
for
support while you're pregnant.
right, unless you just know. If you know that's the child's father and he agrees, I am the child's father, and he want to start. But if you're in that
sign
situation,
some type of legal affidavit or something like that.
But if you already know you're the father and you already in that situation, you don't need the child support situation in the first place because I'm here. This is my girl. This is my, or I was with you. I'm whatever, you know. But for those who don't have that situation, it's like, nah, she went live one night, and next thing you know, I was there, he was there, he was there. It could be either one of us. In that situation, baby got to come out first.
Oh, okay.
Well, the only reason I say that is because in cases like that, there have been times where he swore up and down he was the father, and then come to find out he wasn't the father.
Oh, that's common.
I would say child support should start once that baby comes out and we get this DNA test.
Right.
After the DNA test, there's no, oh, well, I'm not the child father, or I am.
The issue is that there is child care needs while the woman is pregnant.
But you do realize that the government will actually pay for those needs until the birth of the child. You do know that, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that's what they predicating that bill off of.
I mean, I'm just saying. The reason I'm saying this is because, okay, if we were married, if me and my wife were married, we had a child and all that, then I could understand that more. But, we just having sex kind of things, I'm like, hold up. Because everybody swears up and down, you're the only person I ever messed with, guys and women. And then come to find out, it's probably like 2 more niggas or 2 more chicks back there and all that. I'm like, nah.
Look, sex is becoming too transaction. Like, basically, writing on some walls is basically like writing a check or signing a contract. Anyway, like, there's no point to it. Like, no matter what I do, either I'm gonna be tied to you for 18 or until you figure out the baby either mine or not or whatever. Like, it's too much hassle. So I'm like, at this point, and I know people think I'm crazy for a second. During the dating phase, show up with some paperwork and iron out. This is what's gonna happen. Cause a baby, if I gotta pay for this baby from the time it's conceived, the time it's like created.
Yeah.
You don't know what my bank account look like. I met you one night at the club. I rented that car. This changed my brothers.
Well, that's the point. They don't care what your bank account look like. We just want to punish you because you use that thing between your legs.
Right. So if you're going to be punished for it, just like when you go to jail, they get you a prisoner ID number.
Yeah.
No, we went on this date. All right, this is what's going to happen. This is the third. Boom. We all under agreement.
An itinerary.
This is what
it's funny you say that because it's a podcaster that has said that before. He since switched his tone up because whatever. But he said that before. He was like, guys, what you need to do is get an itinerary and send that itinerary to the woman 2 or 3 days before the date so that she can know dating is for porking. I will be picking you up at this time. We'll be going to this restaurant at this time. We'll be going for drinks at this bar. Then we'll go here for dancing. We're going to dance for a few hours. We're going to go here for another little snack. And then I'm going to take you to this spot right here, this location, and I'm going to bend you over my couch.
And
Accept the itinerary before we go.
Yeah, and I just be like, and I'm at the point where if I was still single, I'd be like, I don't just want you to accept. I want you to use your John Hancock and sign that motherfucker and send it back. Like on the date, you can hand it to me and be like, check. Oh, wait, you didn't check this one.
But I know somebody's going
You didn't check that.
Well, there's going to be two things that are brought up. The first one that's going to be brought up, but what about the magic of dating?
Ain't no magic in it. If everybody else getting off it. It would be,
know there's going to be brought up.
Jeremy, it would be magical if there was a real natural moment between two people.
That's magic.
That's magic. But the second I meet you, I could go down one or two rabbit holes. This could be magical, which is highly unlikely because you just went on a date yesterday and got another one planned for tomorrow. I know you do. That's what women do. Tinder and Plenty of Fish set the universe up this way to prove to us people jump around. Yep. Cool.
That's a good point. Go ahead.
Now I turn around and if you at some point find out you pregnant and I was the one you was talking to, now I gotta pay you back baby tax because we found
back baby tax.
Like, come on, man. I just be like, look, I'm fine with all it, but if everybody gonna look at our relationship as if it's contractual and transactional, then anything go wrong, I know what she gonna do. She gonna look at it the same way. It's women out there who be like, if I didn't have a good time, then I ain't even have sex. It's women out there who think that way.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay.
That brings into the other question. What if at that point in time, you send the itinerary out, she agrees to it. But what if she changes her mind through any part of that date?
Hey.
Then at that point, when you change your mind at any part of that date, I ask you, where do I need to take you? Or I find the Lear's local bus stop, QT, because QT's a safe house. It drop you off.
And you can figure it out from there.
But like, you can figure out the rest of your night from there.
Yeah. Easy. Or I'd also put inside my itinerary / contract a clause. If at any point in this date you opt out, everything, the entire date, because if I got a hotel room, that is now your bill. If I got this, that is now your. Not saying that the money was the most important part of it, because really my time was. Because I had all this set up, and I could have had somebody else who would have enjoyed this time with me. But you don't want to, and that's fine. It's on you. I'm not upset.
That sounds like a story of what this woman's trying to sue this man for $10,000 for standing her up on a date. She's trying to sue him for $10,000 for standing him up. Or standing her up.
Oh,
and then also
standing her up.
Yeah, for him standing her up.
Wow.
You know. Hey, I don't know. You can go on YouTube and look at it. It's this chick trying to sue this man for 10 G's because he stood her up. And then there was another one, the point you made. It was another guy that went on a date, and he asked the chick when they got to he didn't do the mode 1 correct. You supposed to do mode 1 when you walk up on the chick. You let her know off top, look, you smoking. We finna get up out of here, and we gonna go back to my spot, and I'm gonna put some up inside you. He's gonna make you say something, baby. What's the deal? You know, mode 1 with that shit. He waited till he got to the restaurant and then asked the chick, so you gonna let me smash tonight? She said no. You know what he did?
Walked out.
You talking about the one where he walked that guy in the Uber?
Politely, yeah, it might have been that one.
Oh.
Politely got up, walked out. That's what will happen to you. If at any point in beating this story, you renege on the signed itinerary, wherever you're at, you'll be immediately dropped and left. You're an adult, so you should be able to take care of yourself in this free woman world that y'all done made. My next question, though, about this situation, how does this tie in with the recent Roe v. Wade ruling?
Well, that's partially why they created this, because now that a woman doesn't have the right to choose, I can't get rid of this baby.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta have the baby. In some states, even if I'm about to die on the birthing table, then they still gonna continue with the pregnancy in some states.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yes, and there's been this big argument about that because they were like, what if it's unhealthy, like it could kill the woman? There's been a couple of doctors that have come out against it because of that issue. Mm-hmm. And I agree with them on that because they're like, there are certain complications and procedures where if she does try to have this baby, it can kill her.
Right.
Is there, I don't mean to get deep into that. I wonder if there's a different procedure that could extract that specimen from the woman and possibly let it, if it live or if it, expires outside of her, could they do that? So that is kind of heavy right there, that part.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That if you on the bed about to birth a baby, you could lose your life. Or this pregnancy, 2 months in, 2 weeks in, whatever, they see your chemistry is not right for this, it could potentially be terrible for you down the line.
Right.
Yeah, that I can feel for them there. But the reason why I don't feel for them, because we all know that most of these chicks are using this, abortions as contraceptive. They're not using abortions for no health issues or no rape issues. Right. They're using it because they don't want to cut their life off. They don't want the responsibility. They don't want to pay out no money. They just need to get rid of this little bastard that's out of me. Facts.
Like, I try to shy away from this one because, in this one, a lot of times they always say, oh, you're wrong no matter what. So the reason I say it like this is because of the concept that a lot of men have is, yes, if it's life-threatening, I would want you to do that because it's your life.
Yeah.
So I don't think. Well, there probably is some stupid dudes out there that's like, oh, well, I'm going to do it just because of that.
Yeah, it is.
Or if it's like rape, like I fully would understand it because I love my wife to death, but I don't think I could handle it.
Right.
I like knowing that she's been through that, and I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, it's not your body. But knowing the fact of how much I will die for my wife, like knowing that some dudes out there, well, I'm just saying,
You saying if somebody raped your wife and left a baby in her and not have it? Yeah,
I'm like, I don't, I can't honestly admit right now, I'm not man enough to handle it. I don't care if you call it man enough. Right. I don't care if you say responsible enough. I don't care whatever you call it.
I think that's just human, though. That's just human. Like,
so those cases, I don't think a lot of men really are, in those cases, are saying, oh, it's wrong. But yes, there are cases, and I know somebody's going to say it's their choice. And it is your choice.
Yeah.
But some people do use it more as contraceptive.
Yeah, and I think that's what most people are aiming at.
Hey, we really need to get this done.
Because the last time I seen the percentages of an abortion due to a rape, I think it was like under 5%. The highest amount of abortions were because people just wanted to get rid of a baby. They didn't want the inconvenience. They said it was a problem to their education, a problem to their livelihood, a problem to their money, and they just didn't want the baby. Well, a guy says that a baby is a problem to his livelihood, his education, his money, but he doesn't have a financial abortion option. He don't get to financially abort. You know what I'm saying?
I like how you coined the term financial abortion. Maybe that's a thing.
Praises to the manosphere. I didn't coin it. I heard that throughout the manosphere.
Okay.
So I give, and I don't know who said it, but I did hear that throughout the manosphere. That's a good coin term, a good term.
Financial abortion.
Yeah, he don't get the option of a financial abortion. Now, if there were an option of a financial abortion, I think that this ball and this pendulum would swing a little bit different because guys can now say, you know what, I didn't want no baby, so I'm done. I'm financially done with that. Sorry. I think that would change the decisions that a lot of these chicks make.
Yeah,
when they're dealing around sexually.
I guarantee you, groupies would drop off at least 50%, 50 to 60%.
But see, we know that that's not gonna happen. And the other side of that is it's profitable to do it the way we doing it. However, if you look deeper into this Roe v. Wade subject, some are saying that this thing is made because a lot of the people who's supposed to be the settlers and founders of this nation, a lot of their women are getting rid of their numbers.
Yes,
so we need
I
them to
heard
have
that.
their numbers back.
Right.
I heard that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and shout out to Jane Elliott. Like,
Yeah, Jane Elliott.
She been killing for a long time.
Long time.
But she was talking about one of the main reasons is that with Caucasian people, they're coming the minority and not the majority anymore. And with them becoming the minority, they're trying to figure out a way to keep more children here because there's more Caucasian people dying than there are being born. So with the Roe v. Wade thing, it was like they had to do it for everyone because they can't just do it for one specific race. So that's why it ended up going that way. And a lot of people didn't understand it. I do see that as being part of the reason. Yeah. I know they're never going to honestly tell nobody nothing of the truth, but I could see that.
I do it too.
Because
my people and I had a nation,
the whole idea is they make it believe that the minority right now, black people, Hispanic people, have more abortions than other races, but that's not true.
Not true.
Not even close.
Not even the same with welfare.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
standard.
But nobody really talks about that. So that's where the issue comes in.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just how it be.
That's their problem with shit, man. They some nasty folks.
Do women love drama? And if so, is it a man's job to provide drama to appease his woman?
Is it anybody in chat got stuff to say?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Okay.
Mm.
Do women love drama, and is it a man's job to provide drama to appease her? Fam, if you're doing that, you better get the hell up out of there. Like, just leave that chick. All right? You shouldn't be doing that. But if we going to stay in context of the question, no.
No.
It's not.
No.
It's not his responsibility to do that. But I got to tell you, a lot of these dudes is weak, and they was raised by their mamas and their sisters and their aunties.
And it's always been drama.
And so they love just as much drama as she love. So they down for that. Matter of fact, they don't feel like they living in actually a tangible being if it ain't something going on in their life.
No.
What you think, Jay?
Man, I'm gonna say it like this. Like, I do believe, I don't know if this would be innately but every woman likes a little bit of drama. A little bit. And the reason I say this is because you ever look at and hear these things with women when they were in they mid to early 20s and all that kind of stuff, they didn't want the guy that was good for them in every way possible. The reason they didn't want it because they said he was boring. They said he was
that part
easy. They said he was, you could run over him, you could push over him, you could do these things. So that little bit of drama from that other type of dude and
keep it stimulated.
Yeah, it
keep
kept
a little
you
moisture down below.
It just kept you like coming back for a little more.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why dudes do the things they've done for so long. Because of the fact that, man, I've looked at it for generations. What women really wanted, that's what dudes start molding into. There were a lot of dudes I went to middle school with that were like, they were like the real preppy dude. Got into high school, now they hood as hell. I'm like, bro, you would never, look, when'd you become, you done shot somebody now? This is what we doing?
I experienced that 7th grade. Come out to magnet school, and I wanted to go to the hood. I put my Game Boy Pokemon down and go smoke weed.
So many people wanted to do that. And the reason
my life up.
And so many people wanted to do that because the drama that women jumped on it. Women were, a soldier. Like, that was one of the worst things that happened to our culture now was
Destiny's Child?
Not Destiny's Child part.
Just checking.
But
I
the whole idea is we let the media and things jump on the bandwagon to show us what we thought we wanted.
Yeah.
Like, everybody wanted to be a hood nigga. Everybody wanted to be a soldier, all that kind of stuff, because it seemed like that's what people the women want it. And we all know as men, if you're not first, you last. And I don't want to be the last one she choose. It's not a privilege for me to be the last one that you decide, oh, he was the guy I always wanted to be with.
They'll spin it and say, but see, you're the good guy because you can handle everything I done went through. That's why you lad. That's why you the strongest. Because I got these kids. I got this life. But you can handle everything I've been through. That's why you the best. Like Karen Steffens was saying that shit the other night with some guy on the podcast.
Like I was looking at this one thing and what was it?
That crazy motherfucker.
But
crazy bitch.
Nah, the thing that I just tried to get people to understand was no man wants to finish last. I used to be in church. My mom used to have us in church all the time. And women get up there testifying and everything. And they were like, man, I remember when I was sleeping on floors and sleeping in garages and all this kind of stuff. I was like, yeah, dang, you had a hard life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, well, dude, I had to sleep with this man for to get money to feed my kids and all this kind of stuff. But they ended like, but God saw fit to send me this good guy here that loves me for me and all this. I'm like, as the husband, you like, so I got the leftovers. I got everything after.
Not only that. So you said that when I called you before you went to live in the street and on the garage, when the man you said God sent called you, he didn't send me right then before this span of time that let you.
That used to annoy the hell out of me. I'm like,
the only way I accept that is if I was just as nasty, and I was probably just as nasty as a dog as some of these hoes out here. I was nasty in the motherfucker. So I don't mind accepting some nasty motherfucker sometimes, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was nasty as shit.
I'm just,
but a good dude, hell nah.
Nah. Oh, God saw fit to bring you in my life and take care of me. And then always have some extra kids and stuff. Take care of me and accept my children as your own and stuff. I'm not knocking no one for certain things, but when you keep trying to play that card, like, I don't know, nigga want to hear that. No dude wants to be the dude that, oh, you chose me because I'm a good father. Oh, I could be a good father. Oh, I could be a good provider. I won't be the nigga that you like, I chose him because that nigga fine as hell. That nigga could put in my life. That nigga is this, he's that, and he does these other things.
I want you to choose me for all the hood dude stuff that I didn't do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the hood guy in any way.
Yeah.
But every time you hear a chick talk about why she put up with a guy, well, he's good in bed. Well, I'm a good guy, and I'm good in bed. I just want you to associate me. Don't let what I am as far as a good guy overshadow the fact that I'm a plus, bro. Like, he's basic cable and I'm cable with the extra channels.
I'm fiber optic and this nigga coax.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a lot of channels you not gonna watch that I got.
Facts. And you ain't gonna get it at the speed I got it.
And
right.
I think that's one of the main things that make dudes mad as hell. Like, don't tell me I'm a provider. Oh, that nigga was slaying the hell out of you, but you're a provider. Man, you love my children as your own. Nigga, if I ain't slaying you, nigga, don't put me in there.
My cousin Terry taught me that shit at 13 years old. By 15, I had these bitch putting I'm not doing nothing. You gonna put out, and then I might do something. Because I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing literally, because my cousin just took you from me. That happened to me before. Terry, if you watch it, Terry.
Oh, it's terrible.
She was mine.
And you took her out here.
So I had to learn the hard way. But now he taught me, hey, let chicks know what you want up front. Don't play them games talking about your love or this, that, and the third. You did. Don't play them games with chicks, because half of them want to do the same thing you want to do.
Yeah.
So put it out there and let them know. Mode one, let them know, i.e., I'm trying to smash. Most of them really, especially because they already made up their mind whether they're going to fuck with you on that level or not way before you even come to them.
Almost every female we got on the show say, I knew I was going to sleep with him when I first met him.
Yeah.
So we already know you was thinking about it upon first. Like, I met women and that wasn't the first time. I was like, man, she fine. It was nothing sexual, just she cute. I'm finna go holler at her.
Yeah.
See what I can make happen. But she said before I even said hello,
Yeah.
she already know. So if you already know, then stop. I don't want to do the guessing game.
Don't set no coffee date up and no dinner damn date up. That's because she
Go
already
straight to
knows.
that.
She know what her prize is. Her prize is the box. That's her prize. The box, her youth, her femininity. That's her prize. Yours is your structure, your discipline, and what you could provide.
Right.
That's why it take a little bit longer for men to get on, especially if they don't marry young. They don't start rolling until they 40s. Men don't start rolling until they 35, 38, 40s or whatever. Average men. You got some anomalies. But women know what their possession is. They know what their prize is. That box. So they know who they going to get at to prior to that man even come to them. So when I come to him and step up to him, I already got my agenda too. I'm mashing. And I ain't doing no more than this little vodka. I might chit-chat talk with you, slide my card, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
See me when you see me.
See you when you see me. Then you call me up. That's you opening your leg. That's you opening up giving me the access. Cause you called me.
Yeah. You know the best service providers for your computers and stuff, they always want a remote in.
Yeah.
Right? You got to give them that access. So, cause they tired of trying to tell you, hey bro, click here. Hey bro, click that. They be like, hey bro, go to this website, type that in. All right. Now
I just sent you something. Just click
that. Cool. Go straight.
I get
Which is
myself.
one of the greatest things.
Greatest thing. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm relating that back to the. Let your man remote in. Stop with the foolishness. You trying to control this date and all that and putting all these stipulations. If you, and I respect every female, if you a female and you straight up say, no, I'm not going to have sex till I get married, which is far and in between these days, but they do exist. If a female told me that and I know ain't nobody, it's uncharted land, hey, here's what it is. I ain't going to make you go against what you do.
Yeah.
If I'm not with that, if I'm not that speed, I'm going to move on. But most time, I'm going to give you hey, you wait just long, whatever. If that's what you want to do, I really like you. I'm going to function with you.
Yeah. Facts.
Don't come to me after the Indians done been there, Columbus done been there, Cortez done been there. Don't come to me after
the tribe,
like,
homie.
because no matter what, all these new citizens you got right here, they might not accept my rule. You know what I'm saying? They might not want to leave. No.
Yeah.
Texas, which I love Texas, by the way.
Ooh,
Texas always hits you with that. Texas is its own place. It's not. It's part of the U.S., but if you go to certain, we can section ourselves off and segregate. We'll be just fine. We got everything we need on this end.
Facts.
That's because Texas was owned by Mexico. Then Texas was owned by this, the Confederacy. This. Texas, like, I done seen it all, bro. I done seen everybody gonna come in with their thought processes on how this run. Let me tell you how Texas run. Like motherfucking Texas. We run Texas like we run Texas, and you come in and impose some shit you feel like. But ain't nobody listening to you. Every time you talk about gun control in Texas, somebody be like, I ain't giving up my goddamn gun.
My gun.
Texas. In Texas. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would give it up.
That's what I'm saying. Your relationship, if you are a female who did live like Texas, then be who you. Hey, this is what I do. Yeah. But if you gonna live and try to, I want the good guy. Hey, let that man remote in. Let him do what he gonna do. If he a good guy, hey, you got this, bro. Oh, we going to eat there? Okay, then. Don't tell me, well, I only eat X. If the steak don't cost it, you ain't have a man before you met me, babe. I'm here now.
You be surprised how many women actually will tell you now they never been on real dates.
A lot of chicks done told me that shit.
Like you never been.
I used to fall for it sometime too. I'd be like, well, let me take on a nice date.
Let me show you something.
Like,
maybe
I don't know. Like, because part of me think is that it's part of the game, but then part of me thinks is, and I know somebody gonna be like, oh, well, you so wrong for that.
Oh, and I got the box on those dates too.
Yeah, but like that's the thing is, I'm like, you shouldn't be letting all these niggas hit. If nobody's taking you on a date, nobody's doing nothing for you, okay, I understand. You know, you don't want to be played as a sucker.
Right.
But no dude want to be played as a sucker.
Right.
Like, if we go out on this date and all that stuff, we having a good time, all that kind of stuff, and we gel, we mold, all that good stuff. If I don't smash then, I'm like, I ain't really tripping because I enjoyed myself. But then some people try to play the game and be like, oh, get mad because they get played. That's
Right.
why some women don't get the date. Oh, well, why does she get this, but she gets that? Because nobody want to be played. Too many dudes trying to make sure they don't get played, but then too many women try to make sure they don't get played.
You know what's missing from the dating community? Courageous people. It's courageous to trust somebody. It's difficult to do, but those who do typically get more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, you know what? You got all the powers that I have to mess somebody's life up. I got great amounts of power to screw up your day. You got amazing amounts of power to screw up my day.
I can say in a world of finicky people.
Here's
My
what-
bad.
But you got all that. So it takes a courageous person to be like, you know what? Let me show you. We gonna do it your way, but understand that I'm always watching. The second I see it's going left, either we gonna make it right or I'm gonna see you. I'm out. But we just gonna ride your boat for the second. If it's a date, hey, you pulled up. He took you to get the 2 for $21. Okay, I really don't want that. Which I'm like, if that's how you feel, set your standard. Whatever. I don't want to do that. Cool. And you dip out, fine. He shouldn't feel played. Because if you a 2 for $21 dude
Quick
and
question.
she not, then what?
What is the issue with the 2 for 21?
Nothing's wrong with the 2 for $21. Nothing.
Like,
What's
it
the
used to
2
be
for
2 for
21?
20.
The deal.
It used to be, it used to be a deal at like Applebee's
Chili's.
and
Oh, yeah, 2 for
Chili's.
20. Yeah, Chili's. Yeah.
Chili's and all that kind of stuff.
Ain't nothing
2 for
wrong
20.
with it. But it's some people who feel like I'm above that. And
Man.
But
and that's what I'm saying.
But when you say that, that makes me like, oh, I'm above paying. Like, I always, back in the day, I used to say it like this, and there's a lot of people that could witness it. I don't pay for chicks like that. Like, no, you come over my house.
Yeah.
Like,
My thing
That's that
is,
drama they want you to feed in. They question ass.
my thing is, regardless how you feel about it, she did you a favor from that point. You already knew from jump, hey, I think you're cute. We get to the date, okay, you somebody who I gotta heavily invest in with minimal return. I don't want that. No, you absolutely right. It only cost me, what is that, $10.50 to figure out if I'm wasting my time?
yeah.
84,000 seconds, bro. That's all every day. That's what you got. 84,000 seconds, right?
Wow.
I'm going to take a portion of that and give that shit to you. Time is the only thing you can't get back. You can get as much money as you want. You can get as many women as you want. Whatever you want. It's almost an unlimited supply, except for water, apparently, which is crazy. But still, regardless.
But isn't our Earth like 70% water?
Is it drinkable water? Look, don't.
Okay, we ain't
don't-
gonna go there. We
Because
ain't
if
gonna
you-
go
we can
there.
go there.
My mind got the sparking like.
We can go there.
Nah, we ain't gonna go there. We ain't
We
gonna.
on the question is
Yeah.
if men bring it,
84
you're supposed to give drama to women.
84,000 seconds. You got it. I got it. He got it. Instead of me spending half that trying to figure out whether I want to continue this with you or not, you gave it to me in the first 60 seconds of this date. I want to do 2 for $21. You ain't fig. The fact that the date was the thing. I was gonna give you a portion of that 84,000. I was gonna give that to you. That's all yours. I hate when like back in the day. I hate when women jump on their phone while I'm talking to you at a date. Like,
Man, look.
why I'm giving you my time, my seconds, and you gonna take it and give it to somebody else? And baby, the investment was me. Like, whether I took you to a park or I took you to Applebee's or I took you to the steak, it don't matter where we go. The primary thing you should be happy about is I took you out. That's it.
Yeah.
So
That's a fact, man.
if the difference between me taking you out and you being happy here is, like I said, $10.50, if that's not enough, if I didn't break my back to spend that for you, because cool, thanks for letting me know.
yeah.
I heard was that QT is a
Yeah, QT is a safe house.
I'm gonna take you home, but unless you don't want to go home.
No, you can drop babies and bitches off.
And obviously,
Keep moving.
obviously, if you got that type of bread, you know what I'm saying, where 1050 is too little for you, that Uber ride ain't gonna cost you that much, baby. I'll be like, I at least expect women who don't like me to at least be able to buy themselves an Uber home.
Man, I ain't lying.
Easy.
What? Yeah, if you don't take care of yourself.
If money was the thing you came here for, that's what I'm saying. Money was what you came for.
Sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into the you won't believe this segment.
Oh yeah. Shout out to my
This
beautiful
is new,
wife.
man.
Love you, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we switching. Trying to switch it up a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
So
Little sriracha.
shout out to my beautiful wife. Her business, Wasted Desires. They sell waist beads. They sell anklets, bracelets. They sell thigh chains. Basically anything to give you that little bit of feel. If you don't know about waist beads, you're a little late. You need to go and check them out. Also, check out Traces Like Mine, hair care product by a black woman for black women. Yeah, it's all natural things to help black women for your hair to grow, your hair be silky smooth, things like that. She also has beard oil. She has different oil for women, helping out the black body. And then Yanni Like Mine. Ladies, if you don't know what your Yanni is, yeah. Your feminine
Yoni
parts.
steam.
These are feminine products helping out women to be more of the type of woman they want to be. There's things to help for vaginal rejuvenation, wetness, tightness, all good kinds of things that your man want that you want.
And I could look and do all that special afterwards to make sure that it was sufficient for you.
Yeah, here's your product test.
I could product test to make sure it worked out right.
Everybody want to stay on beachfront property, bro. Everybody want to stay.
Make sure it worked out.
Maintain, keep the beaches maintained.
So check out wasteddesires.com. Check out Traces Like Mine, Yanni Like Mine. All three of them are on Facebook, on Instagram. Check them all out. Let me know what you think.
All right.
Oh, and also, podcast. Go to YouTube, people. Go to YouTube. Check out the podcast. Like, subscribe, share it. Something, the number 4, DA people. Make sure you check it out. It will help the people out a lot.
Ag Dominguez.
Sesame Street don't like black people.
Why? I've been wondering this. Why? Where'd this come from?
All right, so at this little theme park that they got, I think it's out in Philly. Well, the characters were in the suits walking by. And it's not just one character. It's having multiple people.
Well, you talk about he didn't want to give him 5?
Didn't want to give him 5. They literally just got through hugging another child. As soon as the color changed, no, and walked off. Big Bird and hit the same thing. All of them doing that specifically to black children.
Have we seen any footage past the infamous viral footage that we've seen of that so far? Because the claim that I heard was that those people wanted, I forget what the thing was called. They wanted that Muppet or that character to pick the children up and take a picture with the children in their hands. That's what I heard. I don't know if the media was trying to clean that shit up.
I seen multiple occasions.
Where Sesame Street characters
have denied little black babies. The little kid, all he did was raise his hand like and say hi. The dude didn't even wave back. It was a different one. Now the one that you talking about, there was requesting stuff.
Girls.
It wasn't the black people in front. It was some people behind them who wanted I want you to take a picture and the Muppet said, well, I was talking to the people behind them. But it was like, but that's not real. It was multiple people at the site at the time who said that was not what took place. That Muppet literally, no, and walked off from that child specifically. And then they got multiple different footages of it happening to other kids of a certain ethnicity.
Well,
Maybe
truth,
they want to get beat up by black people. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna just say it real. Truth be told, those characters that did not do that should be fired. And the reason
Truth
I
be
say,
told, yeah.
the reason I'm saying this is because that is in your job description.
Right.
There is no, like, if you are a person that does not like certain people or things like that, you should not do that job. That's like, as a teacher, if you're a teacher, you can't be like, I hate kids. No,
you can't do that.
So what am I supposed to do if I'm a Sesame Street world? And I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little
Shoot your
bit.
shot.
Feel
spiteful for
free.
sure.
Feel free.
What if I am the Muppet person that's working in the character thing?
Okay.
And I get off work and I go home and I look at my phone just like y'all. And I turn on not one, not two, but 3 incidents on both cruises and Disney World visits. Black people showing their ass, beating each other up in the middle of the
But
goddamn
that's not
thing.
everyone.
I understand it, but I don't know what's going on in y'all culture. And then when I turn on y'all media, it's a bunch of big burly women screaming, mad as fuck, acting like they bosses are gonna beat up everybody. I also turn on your rap, I see a bunch of gangster niggas that look mean like they gonna kill a motherfucker. I turn on your music, it's a bunch of sexual deviance and a bunch of bullshit, killing and murdering going on. And then I look at your communities on these documentaries on YouTube, and I see a whole bunch of people praising the struggle, praising the killing, praising the hurting, praising the robbing. And then you come here in my park after I done seen not one, but 2 of your families fighting in my goddamn park. I also seen y'all tear up a carnival cruise. I ain't supposed to be afraid of y'all
Now,
some kind of way.
okay, I'm gonna say my piece. And I'm
do
gonna let
you?
you get
And I'm
yours.
just playing devil's advocate, people. I don't lead it. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Okay, so first of all, what's the difference between my people and all the rest of these people in this nation? Because if we get technical, the KKK's done that with most of the mass shootings. Those mass shootings have been by other races, not black people. Then if we want to go to other things like that, if we talk about the school and things like that, the miseducation of this race to other people, whose actual race has actually been pushed in the narrative more than anyone?
That's one group of crazy men in that side.
No,
but
no,
I'm
no,
looking
no,
at
no.
y'all
Because
men
what you're
and
doing,
women act crazy.
No. But what I'm saying is because those people on that carnival cruise, those people doing stupid stuff, do not speak for everyone. Those are just a few people.
But when I'm outside of your culture, I don't live inside of your culture.
But
I
in
just
your
turn
culture,
my,
I could
turn
say,
on my
oh,
phone.
Jeffrey Dahmer was eating people, so your culture
Yeah,
eat
but I
people.
also ride down the highway and I see y'all engraved in stone on the highway riding down the roller coaster, having a good time. I see Nolan Ryan just hitting balls over the place. I see you doing great things. Kenny Chesney making all type of love music. I see the white people doing all type of nice, fun, good stuff on
Because
TV. But
you
when I
want-
turn
yeah.
y'all on, I just see a bunch of debasement, debauchery, and foolery, and a bunch of people justifying it in
see,
Jesus'
and
name. This
the
is
reason
the problem.
I could say those kind of things is because of what is shown by the media. Because people don't talk about Martin Luther King. People don't talk about Malcolm X. People don't talk about W.E.B. Du Bois. Nobody talks about our culture except for these bad things. They're not telling you the whole culture. They
Right.
show you certain things. So I would
So
tell
we
you
have to
before
deal
you know
with-
something, you can't talk about it, because I could talk about the Tuskegee Airmen. I could talk about the Harlem Hellfighter.
But
I could
I'm
also,
a layman, though, as a puppet that's working for Sesame Street. I'm a layman. I'm not a historian. I don't look into all of that. I'm just a layman, man. I just go to work. And when I turn on my phone or I go outside in public, I see your kind of women acting silly as shit. And I see your other men with face tattoos and all. It's just looking really scary. I'm outside of that culture.
I'll let you go.
I don't know what to think.
You see, what we are dealing with here is other cultures know when to turn their camera on. Nolan Ryan with the pitching. Let's record that. People need to know about that.
Yeah.
You saw, we walked by how many black women who, we ain't really walked by a lot of black women, but I've been in places where there's a lot of black women. And I'm with Paige. It's just me and her. And nobody cares, right? You just walk by. But the second we sat down in a white part of town, what the first thing they do? Oh, let me take a picture of this. It's 3 black men with black kids, and there's no women around. Can I hold the camera? I'll take the photo.
Wow.
They're experts at setting the tone through the TV. They understand that the TV ain't just something to sit back and watch. The internet ain't something to just sit back and watch. No. This is the universe, the whole world's outlet and view into your culture. I can't help it that we rather watch the fights at the zoo than just the regular old, the gentle elephant.
Than the airman of the zoo or whatever.
We want to see the destruction. And that's why I go back to, if she like drama, is it our job to give it to him? Because Mona Scott give it to you every day.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like, that's her whole, I know drama pays, so let me give you a hyper dose of that. Whoa. And then when she goes through it, she's like, well, who can I get paid? And she really thinks she helping them, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my homegirl on this show. Well, now you painted the imprint in everybody's brain that that's how your girlfriend act on an everyday basis. Because you done snipped out all the portions where she's actually a real human being who cares about people, who's doing for people, and you made everything is either self-centered or it's bashing men or it's bashing each other or it's I'm about to fight a chick, whatever it is. So what the thing about it is, to your point, the Sesame Street character going around, I give him no leeway. Or her no leeway. Yeah. Reason being, the reason I don't give him no leeway, you signed up for a job, bro.
Yep.
And
you gonna
in the
do
context
your job
of the area,
fired.
In the context of the area we in, you
your
already know.
Contractual agreement.
You was gonna hug these kids because these kids ain't come here to give you no drama.
Facts.
When it comes to the black people and how we view, I already said it. Power was a cool show, but it's fictional. It's fake. How many times did they set up plays on a phone that wasn't a burner?
Yeah.
How many times did Tariq get opportunities to go to prestigious colleges and live a treasure trove life?
But he wanted the hood.
I just want to be a gangster. That's not real.
I know too many dudes from the hood that were trying to get out the hood.
Yeah.
It's people
Facts.
who, if they just had the opportunity to live the way I live,
Yeah.
they would be like, nigga, I'll drop it right now. I don't want to look over my shoulder every day. I'd rather just go do what you doing. It was a post that Damien put out talking about, was it Damien? I think it was Damien. Either way, it might have been Billy. Dude was saying the football player, he was like, the football player turned hood. It's a crazy dynamic, bro.
Yeah.
Reason being,
Stupid.
we know if nothing else you played in Pee Wee, so you wasn't occupied with the streets because you was playing football. You get to middle school, high school, most of the time. A lot of y'all, some college or degree, like you got like you had a pathway laid out for you. Not only person, but a few people that I can name that may have had a troublesome situation. Dwayne Wade with his mom on the drugs and this and that and the third, but he told the whole world that story, and we know. But he said no. It could have been excessively easy to go down that road over there with the drugs and the this and that, because I'm around it every day. But they saw I had a talent. The first thing I'm finna do is play into that talent. This could get me out of this. Whatever this situation, I can get out of that with this. So no, your local football player is not a real gangster, bro. Unless he's that Hernandez guy. I think there's more so CTE.
Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin. Hey, bro. Shout out Michael Irvin. I ain't gonna
Leon Lit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna ever say no Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin real.
And a host of what our father could tell y'all.
Yeah. He for real.
Man.
No, but y'all think, but honestly, to talk, y'all think that Sesame Street don't like black? Y'all think
I think the
that-
issue is us as black people, we don't have the proper channels to challenge that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm.
Sesame Street, the idea for Sesame Street was actually geared towards urban youth, which was just another term for black kids, because they were on a brownstone out in New York and all that, and it was just a supplement originally for black kids because we were doing so poorly in education, because the current education system and how it's structured is not built for kids that look like us. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? They don't do the things we do, and the first time you get any type of energetic or whatever, they want to call you hyperactive.
Yeah,
and you need Ritalin because you need to be docile, calm, and
Shout out to
comparable.
their mom for not allowing any of that stuff
That's just what it is. So Sesame Street, when you put on the television a neighborhood that I identify with, you got Big Bird is a bird. I've seen birds. I've seen a lot of birds. The people you have on there, literally Ursha's been on there. Black
Patti
people,
LaBelle, Ursher, it's been a lot
There's
of
been a lot of black
multiple-
folks on there, yeah.
and you identify with me as you're a TV show that sees me as a human being. So Sesame Street in itself, no, I would never put that on Sesame Street.
Facts.
Yes.
That person wearing the costume, and the only reason I'm giving them a hard time now is because you tell me you can't do anything, because this is what they say. We don't know who was in the suit. So you don't know who you hired and who you hired to be what character.
You know how
At
you
what
paid
time?
them.
You knew how long they was walking the street in the suit, right? So you should be able to say, well, were you wearing the Bert suit at this time? Yes. Okay. You fired.
Yeah.
Look at what you did. You denied black kids for no reason. The producer of the show, no issue with them.
Like, and before we get off it real quick, the fact of the matter is, like he said, you were hired for a job. I don't care if in your regular life you hate everybody.
Right.
When you in this suit, wearing this job, you have a job to do. Your job to smile, hug, say ha ha ha, all them little goofy little laughs and everything. That's your job. If you're not doing that job, you're fired.
Right. It's that simple.
Go to your job right now and say, I don't want to do my job.
I'm not gonna do these claims because they look like that.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna be like, bye.
You go home.
Go
Go home,
home.
clock out.
Right.
Go home.
Don't make sense. But and the crazy thing about this, bro, is you go other places in the world, you just American, bro.
Yeah.
Just American.
That's
Just
an actual,
American.
they actually talked about this one. Who was it? I think it was Waka Flocka that talked about it. And he was like, America is like one of the only places where we trying to separate each other by races and things like that. Because if you go over to other country, I don't care if you black, white, Puerto Rican, or whatever, they're going to call you American.
Yeah, you know, sit
Now,
country and nationality.
and the person that lives in that country, no matter what they are, if you go over to England, he's English. Go over to Scotland, he's Scottish. Whether he black, whether he white, whether whatever he is, he's
what I am.
Scottish. You not. I don't care if you Scottish over in America. You ain't over here Scottish. You American. You the Americanized person. But
you
it's
do.
only when it's like we
It's only when
try
we're dealing
to.
with each other.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a black baby. What?
Yup. This nation got too much freedom. That character name was Rosita. And they should not be doing it to black folks.
You shouldn't
Nobody.
do it to no one. But
None of
because
the
we
kids.
see the fire burning right there with the black child, don't do that to the black child for now. Because we seen you do it to him. I'm certain they've done it to other races. I'm certain they've done
I'm
it to
pretty certain they've done that a lot. Ain't no telling, because a portion of that could just be blown out of proportion. To be
Yeah,
honest.
it could be too.
You know, but in the climate and where you at in the world, in the state of the country that you at right now, Rosita performer, you should have known to just bend down and give them little girls a hug. Just bend down and give them a little hug.
Tap on the shoulder.
Tap on the shoulder. Give them a
Bop,
high
bop.
five or whatever.
Out of
Keep
there.
moving, man. That was on this right here.
It was
You ain't have
uncalled
to do
for.
that.
You ain't gotta
Yeah.
do that. You ain't gonna do that. Shout out Monique. Monique gets a Netflix special. They settled outside of court. So she got a settlement.
Oh.
How?
Look, she got a settlement. They settled with her. They gave her special. And Lee Daniels came back, apologized for his treatment of Monique. And she's starring in his movie.
I don't know what. Maybe like, okay, I'm gonna just say it like this. Maybe it's because I don't know what to say, because maybe something was going on, and this is why I say all that settlement stuff. If you feel that you did the right thing, we're going to court. There ain't no settlements. Because when you settle outside, it made me think there was some shiesty, backhanded
But she
stuff
said
going
it
on.
already. She already told you the
Either that or
shiesty
you
back
could be
end.
taking me through some rigmarole that could cost me more money, time, and image. So I'd rather just pay you this now.
So my thing is, if they would have just settled out of court and paid her, I would have been like, yeah, that's just a company saying I don't have time to waste my time on you. You give her the special that she asked you to give her in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
That let me know.
Oh, yeah.
No, maybe we was wrong.
And then we apologize.
Lee Daniels apologized. Netflix ain't apologized. Nothing.
Like,
How in the hell did she make that happen?
I don't know, and that's why I'm like, Monique must have been telling you the 100% honest truth that they screwed her. Because for all that to happen, you can't tell me otherwise.
No.
Look at it like this. There's no way I'm going to sit here and be like, man, Mike is all this kind of stuff. I'm on camera right now. Now, all of a sudden, we go to court. You prove me wrong. Bruh, you said it. I got proof. You did all this stuff. If what I did, I felt I was justified saying, okay, we go to court. Okay, it's no problem. We take this wherever you want to take it.
My thing is, you see how people move when it's just one person. It's one person. In reality, Netflix and Lee Daniels could have wrote Monique off and went on their way. And she could hoop and holler and scream all she want. You are but one person.
Yeah.
I'll find another Monique. When they switched up and they said, you know what? I know you one person, but I was wrong. I messed up. My bad. I see your point now. It changed the game because now it's like, well, no,
Yeah.
I wasn't just going on to the Breakfast Club and getting slighted by Charlamagne for nothing. Like I meant what I said. They screwed me over. I got the accolades just like everybody else, and yet I don't get the same treatment. I don't get that. And everybody keep telling me to do the docile thing, which is sit back and let them win. But I'm not gonna do it today.
She won an Oscar for a movie that had nothing to do with her profession.
True.
Yeah.
Let me ask. Is Monique funny?
Not to me.
No.
No. Do y'all know any funny women comedians
Hold on, wait.
that are gut buster funny?
That one lady who was on Queen
Able to have a special like Martin Payne special or Eddie Murphy special, the one I really like.
Raw?
No, the one back in the day.
That's Raw.
Raw was the best one.
Raw was the one.
Hands
That
down,
might be
Eddie
the
Murphy.
one.
Raw,
What,
was
is
he
he
in the
in
purple
the
suit?
suits? The full
Was
body?
he in the red or the
I think
purple?
he's in the red suit.
Oh, that was the Deliverance.
I gotta go back.
I
No,
forgot
so
the name.
I
anyway,
remember Raw. 'Cause
Do
I like
you
Raw.
do? My point of what I'm trying to make is I'm sorry, world. I just don't know no funny women. Y'all not funny.
Dang. Okay.
Y'all just not funny.
Maybe because it's not our sense of
You can't.
all they
It's
talk
hard to relate.
about is sex, and that's it. And they jokes. I don't hear no commonplace everyday funny jokes.
I was telling him the other day,
Women.
the only thing I remember from Monique was because she always used to talk about skinny chicks are evil. Like they all evil and all that kind of stuff. I was like, that's the only thing. But
That was at the
Tiffany
beginning of
Haddish
her
was
career,
funny.
right? That was at the beginning, the
Yeah.
start of what she was doing.
Mhm.
She was doing the hole in the wall clubs and stuff like that.
That
was a
all I
real
know.
common subject though, and it was funny because on the low, a lot of us dudes was sleeping with the big girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
We was sleeping with the
my
big
thing-
girls.
I can look at it like it's just the comedy wasn't for me. Like it's certain things that I'ma laugh at that a lot of people not gonna laugh at because it's not for like that one post where the guy always have it where he drawing a picture and then pencil in hand he looking at the paper and he drawing and they ask, did you draw that? I'm like that's exactly like I laugh at that. Then the next question inevitably always every time, ooh, draw me then. Why? Why do you think that my mission in life is to record your greatness? Like, take a photo of me drawing. How about that?
Yeah.
Tell the world that I did that.
That's the way to spin it.
Like, do something different. But when I see that post, I instantly laugh because I relate. I can't relate to being a Monique, a woman big. This that I can't.
Period.
I don't relate
and
to.
I've tried.
No.
My girl can tell I've tried to sit up and listen to female comedians. It's just not. But I look at it like this, like the WNBA. If the WNBA was that good, then alone by yourself, y'all would sell out arenas. Y'all get an average of 350 people show up at y'all shows, at y'all games.
No, wait. It was one post I saw online. Now, first of all, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. It happened. This lady gets on there. She's a soccer player. She's like, "Oh, you think you can play soccer, or it's a girl sport? Well, go come on the field then." Then the other guy pops on there. They did, and the National Women's League, who was at that time 5th place in the world, got beat by a group of 15-year-olds.
High school team. Yeah.
And I was like, ugh.
Right.
Stay in your lane.
If it takes the NBA to subsidize y'all,
it's bad, and I understand, but then it's like, I'm going to say something that's going to get me. Women don't support women.
Shitting me.
Okay, no.
Shitting
Okay,
me.
You just said 300 people showed up to a game.
Let me break it down for you real quick. What I mean by that, I'm
That's
not saying
women
women
ain't in
do
sports
not
though like that.
Yes.
Then why do you keep trying to force it on men?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Because
but they support each other in this Black Lives and
Yes.
this gynocentric and this Roe v. Wade
Yes.
and this relationship dating place.
You also
they
have to
support
look
each
at it
other.
like this. Like, okay, for example, women outrank men in the world now. There's more women in the world than men.
Outnumber?
Yes, outnumber.
Okay.
When it comes to the numbers, women, there's more women in the world than men. Like, when it comes to TV, there's more women watching TV than men. Mm-hmm. But women are not watching these things. So that is why if women watch TV, watch sports and things, women's sports, like they do men's sport, women would beat out men with pay when it comes to easily.
Just think about jersey sales alone.
Like,
if your
okay,
daughter stopped wearing LeBron James jersey and went and really just bought a Brittany Garner jersey, like,
like, look
me
at
get
it like
you one.
this. With the things that women buy, watch, and things like that. Love and hip hop get all kinds of love.
Right, because
Because
all
women
type of
like watching
drama
those
and,
things.
and bullshit. Women is
So-
about drama and bullshit. But gladiator combat for the fight to the finish of the fight of
They
the
want that
fittest.
punch.
They don't do. It's only a few of those different women in the WNBA that's built like that, and not even the women on the outside of the world is built the same way. I know basketball girls that play basketball right now that won't watch a beat of WNBA. My point was what I was saying is now I contrast that or I compare that to the comedy world. Have you done the Dave Chappelle numbers, Monique? Have you done the Bill Burr numbers? Have you done the Jeff Garcia numbers? You have not put out the numbers. That's why I'm trying to figure out, like, how did she get this? And now that she got it, homegirl got some shoes to fill.
she gonna have to come.
You're going to have to produce those 5 specials.
She gonna have to come.
I think it's 5. You're going to have to produce those.
All I
and
know
it gotta
is
be
if she
funny.
ain't funny in these specials, it's gone.
And that's
But
what
it
I
gon-
think they kind of did for to
it's
kind of
gonna hurt
show
her
the
career.
world that, look, y'all playing in arenas where the market just don't agree with y'all. The market don't agree with it. But since you want to do that, you want to go through all this rigmarole, all this bullshit. Okay, fine. Here you go. You got 5 specials now. You better bring me my money back. Now, let's see if Monique will bring that money back. You think Monique going to bring that money back?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna watch it, bro. And I know it sounds bad because I champion Monique in this situation. I really do. I'm happy for you. But baby, I know unless you finna sit back and do the Kevin Hart situation where you get some people to write you some jokes that I'm gonna laugh at, I can't do it. You ain't like if you ain't Eddie Griffin. I watch him because he funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I relate. Instant dysfunctional family, classic. Jamie Foxx, I might need security, classic.
Man.
Martin, run tell that.
Man.
The fact that these are stand-up specials that I can name off the head. Only one I can do is Queens of Comedy, and that's talking about 3 different women. It might have been 4. I don't
4.
know. Damn. I don't remember how many women was on it. I'm so sorry.
So I am a firm believer. I'm gonna give you a chance. I'll watch the first one. If the first one trash, I'll never watch it. I won't watch nothing
You're
else.
gonna have to hit me with the WOM factor, though. somebody gonna have to come and be like, "Did you watch Monique?"
And that's why I say it, because somebody gonna have to.
Somebody got to be the sacrificial lamb.
So I'm like, I'll watch the first one, long as there ain't no 2 hours. But I'll watch the first one. After I watch the first one, if you not funny, I won't.
That's the only reason I'm watching is for historical knowledge, because you did all this griping and complaining about it, and now I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm one of those people that they've been beefing all this week, so now I want to see the big fight. So yeah, I'm only gonna watch because I want to see.
Cat Williams is pimping.
Yeah,
legendary.
Cat Williams was terrible too. They said the latest one. Cat Williams got a.
The new special wasn't that good.
I don't care. Cat Williams had me rolling, dog.
Pimp
Back
Chronicles,
then.
Pimp. What was it? Hustle.
Classic.
Hustle something.
It don't.
Oh,
know.
and the one I was talking about with Eddie was Raw. You're right.
Yeah, Raw. Hands down, Raw gotta be top 4 of all time.
Man.
Nobody.
Man, he killed.
Raw will outlive Eddie Murphy tenfold.
Yes.
Like
if
Eddie Murphy can
you
bomb on
have
everything
not
for the rest of his life.
watched Raw, you don't know what you're missing.
Raw,
hands down.
comedy, man.
And shout out Robert Townsend for sure.
Raw.
He did Robert Townsend.
Robert Townsend, yeah.
Raw
Townsend got a
still
career that
makes
don't know
sense.
Robert Townsend don't get talked about. That is the one. If you gonna shout out Black History, period, Robert Townsend.
Even though
First Black hero.
I ain't lying.
Meteor Man.
Yeah.
First Black hero.
They need to put him in an MVC game or something. Buy him for Marvel.
Like, bruh, if I could talk to the man and get the rights to do the comic, I'd do it today. I draw every panel personally.
You should.
I do it.
Pen it, color it,
and just send it to him. Because he does so much, bro. It's not much.
Hey, maybe you could actually email him, write him or something, and just say, "Sir, I just want to be able to do this comic. I want to be able to do this, and I know copyright infringement is the real thing because they'll screw you real quick."
But if I did do it and I didn't give him his, I wouldn't seek profit. I just feel like black kids need to know it was. Yeah. The superpower was I got the power when I read the book. Like, you let kids know in a funny way that I watched it. I had the option to watch all kinds of Dino the Last Dinosaur, this, that, the third. I chose no. I'm gonna watch that. And he talking about, bruh, educate yourself. That's what makes you powerful.
Man.
Okay.
Like Meteor Man.
It's different. And then you look at
I have to go watch that again.
Bro, when you start when you peel back the
and
layers of history, the
how
Hollywood
many
Shuffle.
black people were in there.
Bro, Hollywood Shuffle is where a whole bunch of people got their start.
Yes. Robert Townsend, man.
He put on, like, if it's positive black and on television, Robert Townsend had a hand in it, even if he physically didn't touch it.
I'm telling you, the Parenthood, that TV show, that was amazing.
It showed I'm tired of you trying to tell me everybody daddy got to be some drug dealer. I'm just a regular guy who go to work.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
and on the show, he's not a joke. He's like a real father.
A real dad.
Dad.
He crack jokes because he naturally is a writer. He's a funny guy.
But I'm not.
But when shit go to Sherlock, homeboy know how to put the foot down. He's a father. That was a great show. And I used to love
to the show.
Same thing that happened with Lincoln Heights.
Same thing that happened with Living Single. Same thing that happened with
too.
Yeah.
Living Single went hard. It was a lot of shows.
The thing about it is, you ain't gonna do what Friends do. Because I told you, they turned the camera on at the right time. Living Single, okay, it's a whole bunch of black women and they got men and they doing their thing and they becoming successful. And it's the whole show. It's not no way to put men down or nothing like that. We just doing our thing. We win, and we go on dates. We live a regular life.
Yeah.
They took that, spent it in the Friends, and took it off because what? It ain't enough drama for me. But number-wise, it was doing the numbers.
Yes, it made the numbers in that slot.
Yeah, man, that was a damn good show.
No.
Probably one of the only all-women shows that I used to like
all
to watch.
women positive, but it
wasn't just like, oh, we're going to bash somebody. It's like, nah, we talk about everything. We talk about everybody.
Kyle
we
and
lift people
Overteam played real good roles in that. They fit in. Just
Quality
Kyle, they didn't make Kyle like some pushover. When he was fucking dealing with Maxine talking shit, he barked back with some jokes too.
Yeah.
And they put the laughs and the claps behind his just as much as they put them behind Maxine. But then in the end, you find out they like each other.
They work.
That was perfect. It was perfect.
It works.
Where is that
But I'm
TV
just saying,
at today?
But it don't fit the view. It don't fit the Mona Scott's vision of what black people need
Family
to portray
Matters.
in the whole
Don't
world.
get me started.
Man, Family Matters went hard. They talked about everything. They talked about gang sex. They talked about lives, love. They talked about
Police
trust.
brutality.
Yes,
and
police
all that.
brutality. Profiling.
Profiling, I mean,
and all that kind of stuff. I was like, they talked about things.
Everything.
And I was like,
Everything.
Even Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince talked about all those things. Yes, it was funny,
It's layered.
but
Man.
it talked about everything going on.
Yeah, and everybody had strong personalities within their gender.
It
Nobody's
wasn't
a
no,
pushover.
yes, no, yes.
Nobody's a joke.
Right.
Nobody's a pussy. We all here.
Like,
for
The
the
first
everybody-
time I dressed up good looking with some slacks and I got the sweater with the polo shirt up under it or whatever with the collar and the sweater. I got that from Carlton. I got my vest work from Carlton. I learned all that from Carlton. I learned most of my value because my dad didn't come around to like 97. I learned a lot of my values. I tell people today, you know, the two men who raised me, besides my grandfather who was there, but he was older. The two men who raised me, Philip and Carl Winslow. The two men who raised me. Philip and Carl Winslow. Those were the male models that I had to step up and say, yo, I want to be like those men.
Right.
Where's that today?
They were strong black men that loved their family
And they cheers.
they will fight.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna disrespect.
like even on the show, you could see, over my wife, over my kids.
Oh, it's going down.
Like
going down.
when what was it? When Eddie from Family Matters got jumped by the gang, he was like, I ain't a cop no more. He took his badge off. He was like, I ain't even a cop. Like, I'm going after him. And then it took Steve to say, no, don't do it that way. Don't do it that way. He
Yeah.
was like, no, I'm a father before I'm a cop.
Yeah.
And I was like, I respected
That's how
that
it
because
is.
like that's what it
That's
is
what it
out
is.
here.
my dude.
It's levels.
Facts,
Like,
my dude.
When Philip was over there
At the pool
when they
hall?
got
Or
when
no,
they got
got locked
arrested
up.
and
I'ma
he
wrap
was like
this place up with so much litigation.
Yeah, he was like,
your
I don't
grandchildren
care.
gonna need lawyers. I was like, look,
We
my
they
bones
parents.
chilling now.
Right.
My goddamn skin chilling now over that scene. I was like,
But that was the real. It
let
was
him
like-
out, Bert.
yeah.
But now, can you tell me something in the last 20 years that has possibly been able to stand up to it?
Nah, they trying to make the men weak
That's
nowadays. They just
that's when you turn on love and hip hop. Ray J, don't get me wrong, Ray J cool, whatever. Wait a minute, yeah. When I turn on TV and you volatile after every statement, that's not what men do.
Yeah.
no.
I can't get volatile after every statement, bruh.
Yeah.
People could die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm not
as a
trying to be
man,
like,
you're
oh, I'm
supposed to
super
die.
strong. And no. I just know that
In a
come
man's
to fist to
world,
cuff, it could go there, and
that
it don't
something
take
can happen.
long. Fights ain't. They put rounds in boxing. Ain't no rounds in the real world. You get you get one round, and you might go down for life. So no, we not
That's a
gonna do
fact,
it.
Dominguez.
So I'm like, you showing us in a feminine way, and you wonder why you start talking about, oh shoot, they got so many shootings in Chicago. Yeah, because they got volatile quick. Nobody sit back and be like, nah, bro, what you saying first? Before I react the way I want to react on you, what you really saying? What you really say?
Yeah.
Because I need to know if this justified.
Facts.
And
Men,
I'm
I gotta
gonna
wait
read
out.
this last little piece, and then I'm about done. This last little piece right here. I heard this one dude, and I was like, I never thought about it like that. But he was like, you realize the way men are acting is more feminine than masculine. Like, before even talking about it. Because as a man, you got to talk about things before, because if I had to go here, it's going to be something serious. It ain't
We
no,
don't
I'm
typically
playing
come
with you.
back from that.
Yes, and I ain't playing with you. But we get so feminine, we'll jump. And he said, I'm not talking about feminine as in the female aspect, but in the jump into emotion quickly. He was like, dudes nowadays will jump to emotion very quickly, and you're quick to take somebody's life versus being man enough to sit down. Like when your grandfather said, hey, we're going to have the man conversation. We're going to talk about this real quick beforehand.
Because it's going to happen.
It could go one way or the other. But
we're going to talk first.
We're going to talk first to make sure I know exactly what you're saying beforehand. Yeah. Because if we don't, bad things going to happen to you or me.
I got to know.
And men know that.
Can words extinguish this fire before it grows? Because if it can't, I know how to put the water on it. I know what to do. But let me see if I can't just talk that fire up out of you real quick, bro.
But now dudes don't even talk. Like, oh, if you stepped on my shoe by accident, man, you know what? We good.
We good.
That's not... some dudes so emotional real quick. Oh, my God, you stepped on my shoe.
I spent all this money on these niggas.
You know how much
jump volatile already. I got to defend myself.
Yeah.
So now I got to be violent too. Bro, chill. It's just some shoot. No. All right, I told you to chill. That was me trying to
diffuse it.
Now I got to be who I know I can be, which we don't want me to be, but we know I can be that.
See, all in all, I'm gonna say at the end of that on the Monique thing though, believe it or not, when I found out she got the opportunity to do that, I'm supporting her.
I'm happy about it.
I'm supportive too.
I want to see you prove me. I want to see you prove me and millions of men wrong who sit up and say women cannot hold the attention of a crowd with comedy and sell out with it. I want to see you do it.
I'm going to go and I'm going to tell you, like I said.
But I'm like him. Watch the first one.
I'm not. Just because you had a spouting or fighting about with some people, it's not going to change how I operate and move today. Somebody who's credible, one of these two gentlemen most likely, going to have to come back and tell me, yeah, that's the one you need to see. And I'm going to be like, all right. I wouldn't have watched it if you would have got the contract in the beginning. I'm not going to watch it now that okay, cool. And the Lee Daniels film, I really turned myself off Lee Daniels because he be doing some wild stuff in this movie. So I just be like,
I never watched Precious. I'm gonna be honest. I never watched
it.
You ain't missing nothing.
Exactly. I know I'm not missing anything because it's giving the portrayal of women. Don't get me wrong. I know that woman may exist. However, the majority of women do not operate in that fashion.
That way.
So I'm not finna give praises and light to that because I don't want you to continue to create that foolishness.
Just like I don't know nobody, no father that dropped kids out of a third-story building like Tyler Perry wrote.
Oh, I couldn't stand that movie. I was like, me and my cousin
were
pissed at that movie.
I walked out the theater when I seen that. Too. I walked out the theater and I told the people, I was like, I don't know if it means anything to you because you don't write the film, but I would like to place a complaint for that film because that is a terrible portrayal of how fathers treat their kids. I've never
good dude in the whole movie. Wasn't one.
And the title alone should have set you. For colored girls. Is that all they can aspire to? Men who drop babies out of store windows? Like,
bruh, me and my wife were talking about this one like this past week. One dude, the rapist, he over here raping chick. I'm like, nigga, dudes don't operate like this. Like, first of all, let somebody I know tell me that, nigga, I'm turning you in after I knock you out.
Facts. I'm dragging you to the station. Like, on the truck.
Like, I'm going to hurt you because I don't believe in none of that. Like,
hey, Officer Clifford, come out yonder. I got this fool on the back of the truck here. He bust up. He up there to touch that little good buddy. Booty.
Like, the other dude, he throw his kids out the window. I'm like, bruh.
No.
That's not how it works. It's like,
this is crazy.
Another dude, he just like the whole movie. Another dude, he give his wife AIDS, and he justified by saying, "Oh, ain't nobody bending me over, but I'm bending dudes over." And I'm like, bruh.
What I'm saying is, I'm not finna play this game with y'all. I'm not gonna support you creating foolishness, bro. Don't get me wrong. Do gay people exist? Yes, I'm fine with that. I have no issue with it. Do rapists exist? It's not fine. I do have a problem with it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna go give my money to support that lifestyle.
No.
In any way. So if you're gonna portray it on your films and you're gonna try to put that across the board as well, I need to be watching out of everything you could create, creative to creative. That's what you decide to produce, and I'm supposed to support that. Fuck that shit, man. Look, turn that shit off. I'm not gonna watch your shit. You're not for me.
Fact don't mean gas.
I'm good. I watch something else. Eddie Murphy made Raw. I'm gonna watch that. Robert Townsend. I'm gonna watch that.
Respect.
Facts.
That brings us to the end of this show. Anybody I want to say? First of all, tell people what you got going.
Man, look, I still got the State of Being SOB on YouTube still going. A lot of content over there. Like I told Brian today, it might not be a video up there posted that's brand new, but the content that is there is timeless. It ain't geared toward one cultural subject, and let me talk about what Will did here, or let me talk about what Missy did, or let me talk about what Monique did. I talk about the values of humans in our lives on the State of Being. So you could go there, check that out. I'm also in the wraps, man. I'm also wrapping up the first video to bring back the gaming channel for Wiggle Man on YouTube. Wiggle Man, you'll see me standing there with the dreads, my arms like this on YouTube. Type that in. We doing pre-records right now, because right now where I stay at, it's hard to upload because the technology over there is just terrible. Even though I live right next to the Texas Stadium, AT&T Stadium, I don't know why my apartment building don't have good internet connection for that, so I can't upload. But I damn sure can upload high quality. I can't stream, but I can upload high quality, 1080p videos. And so it's gonna be a lot of gaming content on the Wiggle Man. And y'all check out for that. Also look out for my mom. She's still in the paparazzi jewelry. Paula Burrell on Facebook. Check out there. Check out my sister Tanisha Hunter on Work Life is Life on her Facebook thread, and I think she also moving to YouTube too. So check out some of those things, man, and support. You know what I'm saying? We getting it in.
D-Mac, he's a barber. Check him out. He's out here in Dallas. He's local. Tyler Bailey, Luxury Clothes by Luxury Guy. Check him out. He designs clothes. That's it. That's what I'm doing. The other guy, he's here, so I don't have to do that. And
Oh yeah. Shout out Nate Price, Grit and Grind Fitness. Check him out. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. He has his website. I do need to get his website information, but he's a personal trainer that helps you from beginning to end. Support him. He actually believes in training. Like, he put me ashamed, so I mean, I gotta get my body together.
I gotta get back in there myself. I have to get that man card.
Also, shout out Aretha. She does body sculpting, body contouring, all that. She's in Northeast Mall. She actually has a storefront up there. Check her out. She does for men and women. Check her out. She helps you get to the shape and the way you really want to look. So, them two. And then also, last but not least, check out Some for the People on everywhere. We're everywhere. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Snapchat. Facebook. We'll be everywhere. We're on YouTube.
That's what's up.
we won't be on Facebook sooner or later, though.
Yeah, but we still on there right now.
We on there now.
So,
but I prefer you.
Also, we're on iHeartRadio, Pandora. We're on.
Wow.
Any place you can name.
Stitcher podcast.
Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify.
Oh.
Yes, we're on all of it.
Young
so if
cats
you
doing big things over here.
So if you don't find it, because you're not looking.
Something for the people. Right? D-A.
D-A.
Something for DA people.
Yep. That's been another episode of Something, the number 4, DA people.
Be easy, y'all.